Hi everybody, it's Kevin. This is the project video for the acetate curd box, and just before I start, I just wanted to pull in the catalog, the new annual catalog, and show you that our packaging basics can be found on page 137, and this project uses item number 1, which is the acetate curd boxes. For $9.50 you get 10 boxes, so they're 95 cents a piece, and a really great packaging idea if you're giving cards as gifts. You can fit up to 4 cards with envelopes without too many dimensional layers on them inside this box and give a set of cards. Great for craft fairs if you're selling items online or through your Facebook page right now where a lot of stuff is shut down. Because of COVID and whatnot, people are selling things through mail order and whatnot, and this is a great way to sell a little package of 4 or 5 cards. You can also, like I say, gift them to family and friends and say, here are some handmade cards, now give them out. So in your package, you're looking for the acetate box. All the pieces are tucked inside of it, so slide those out. You're going to have a couple of I am lost for the name of these right now. Sprigs from the Sprig Punch. You're going to find 2 pieces, one gorgeous grape and one Highland heather, cut with the one of my favorite sets of dies. The Stitched So Sweetly dies, and these are fantastic for card making. Lots of different layering ideas and sentiment tag shapes in them. And you're going to find a piece of the designer paper that's already been scored for you. You're also going to need from your ribbon, your choice, but I'm going to use the white linen ribbon that we have, and I've got a piece that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, about 24 inches, so about 2 feet. You're going to have a foot left to use to tie a bow on another card project or whatever, so about 2/3 of the piece that you've got. So to start, let's do a little bit of stamping before we do anything. So we're going to stamp on this tag, and from the Handmade for You stamp set, I have decided to use the Crafter's Gonna Craft sentiment. I like that because that's what we're doing here. We're crafting, we're making cards, we're making a box. So Crafter's Gonna Craft, and I'm going to stamp in Gorgeous Grape. If you have Gorgeous Grape, use Gorgeous Grape. Highland Heather might be a little light on the Highland Heather, but you can do tone on tone, or you can just do black. It really doesn't matter. Any color like that will work on this. Okay, and I'm just going to put that sort of central here. It's kind of an odd shape sentiment, but this is an odd shape sentiment tag, so that'll work. And I will maybe put one of the dots of bling on there. Okay, so that's all set, ready to go. I'm just going to set that up here aside for a moment. Then I'm going to go to my box. Now the boxes are all scored and ready to go. You more or less just have to fold and crease along the opposite edge to where it was folded. Okay, and it does tend to want to stick to itself where the plastic is all new and there's quite a bit of static in it, so you might have to pop it open a little bit. And then you just fold down the 2 little end flaps, and then fold the outermost flap, and then I like to open it up a little bit, and as I fold it in, I'll kind of crease along that back one a little bit just to square it up, and that'll seal up your box. You can see there's a good 3/4 of an inch of space inside there. You can fit quite a few cards in. You probably fit all the card projects for sure that we do in Craft Day in a box. So this might be a nice little box just to keep all of those in. Okay, seal that one up and then just pinch my back corners. So there we go. We have a nice little box. Okay. I've already scored the designer paper for you, and it's was folded in with the floral print out just because that was the way it happened to be. But you can decide which way you want to put your designer paper on your box. I particularly did the purple to go with the purple if you decide to use this as your outside layer, but it also works very well with the purple flowers in the floral. So I will do this one with the floral image out. I have another one that I did earlier as I was sort of practicing and putting this together that I did with the purple. So I'll make sure I include photos of both completed. So there's already one score line done on your paper. You just have to feel about 3/4 of an inch outside of that first one is a second one. And that makes the wrap around the edge of the box. And there's another one on the other side. Okay, and the measurements are all in the project page for you. And basically it's just going to wrap around your box, and there's going to be an overlap in the back. And it's a pretty snug fit. You might have to just massage it a little bit, but I didn't want it to be loose, and I didn't want it to slide away. So this is going to stick pretty tight to your box. Okay. And the simplest way to seal it up is to put some liquid glue or tear and tape, whatever you like, whatever your adhesive is, snail or what have you. Do the outside edge of this piece here. Don't worry so much about the middle and measuring where you're going to go. And the outside edge of this one here. This one's going to glue in here, and this one's going to glue out here somewhere. And then I'm just going to wrap it around nice and tight. Pull it until I've got it straight. And you might have to open your box back up again so that you can put your fingers inside. I like to do it this way. I like to put it down on the desk and put my hand inside, or use my bone folder and go inside and just go back and forth with my bone folder just to make sure that it's all glued down. It won't take long. That'll stick pretty tight. Okay. Then we're going to take our larger sentiment tag in the gorgeous grape, and that's going to go on here, and I'm going to put it a little bit higher than center of the band because I'm going to tie my ribbon across here. So that's going to go on just a little bit higher than center. And then I want to show you, this is going to go on here, but we're going to put it on dimensionals. And our little sprigs are going to peek out from behind. So the next thing you want to do is just glue your 2 sprigs on. And I'm only going to glue these bottom 2 I don't know, blossoms or bulges, leaves, whatever they are. That one's going to go out that side. And I'm going to do this one in the opposite direction down here in this corner, like that. And I'm only gluing the ends of them so that they're kind of loose out here, and that gives it a little bit of a 3D effect. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this piece. Like that. And that's going to go over the middle like this. There we go. And then I just need my ribbon. So I'm going to put my ribbon around the back. And I'm not the greatest with ribbons, so we'll give it a try here to tie a bow. this ribbon is actually fairly forgiving for tying a bow. It's a nice, it's not a stiff ribbon, so makes it easier to tie a bow. But I always have trouble getting the back loop through. Here we go. Come on, you. Are you going to cooperate with me today? Yep, there we go. I'll just get everything twisted around the right direction here. There we are. Glue on my fingers. And then if you want, if your bow didn't go tight or wasn't exactly where you wanted it, you can affix it with a little glue dot underneath of it. And I'm just going to lift my little sprigs out from underneath my bow, put my ribbon underneath of it there. And I just put it off to one side. There, perfect. Okay. And then we just need a little piece of bling. So let's go to the green ones. I think I want to do the green ones because there's lots of green in the background here. I don't know, maybe the yellow ones would look nice too. No, I think I like the green. I think the green is going to show up on the purple. The purple's going to show through it, but I'm going to put one down in this corner just to offset the fact that most of the text was to the right. Oh, that little bit of glitter really makes them shine. Maybe I'm going to mix them up here. Maybe I'll do a green one and a papaya. Where do I want to? I want a papaya one up here. Yeah, and then I need one more. I'm going to go back to the green and do a small one. Oh, they're jumping all over the place here. And we're going to put him up here. There we go. So that's that project. Fairly straightforward and simple for under $1. Isn't that nice? And you can still see the back side of your designer paper through the plastic, so it's definitely got that purple color to it. And like I say, you can fit 4 or 5 cards and envelopes in it, depending upon how many dimensionals you put on the fronts of your cards. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed that project.